Hey folks, welcome to the Witchual Workout. I'm Laura Tempest Zakroff. Some really exciting things, actually two big exciting things for this episode. First, this is the 100th episode. I have filmed 100 of these, and some of you have watched now 100 of these. That is amazing. That's incredible. So thank you for everyone who's subscribed, who's been sending me feedback, participating, asking questions, all of that. Thank you. We're gonna keep going for as long as it takes. What is the goal? Every day, daily practice, right? But because of this being the 100th episode, I thought it'd be really fun to also celebrate by giving away 2 spots in my upcoming Stirring the Cauldrons workshop taking place on Thursday, December 17th. At 7 p.m. Eastern. This is a movement-oriented workshop. We're going to work with the 3 cauldrons and getting our bodies going, and it's about 90 minutes long. So if you have that date available and you want to try to win a spot, then all you have to do is leave a comment on this episode telling me a little bit about what you find inspiring, useful, helpful, your favorite part perhaps about the Witchual workouts. So this here video, comment on YouTube. Don't comment on a link somewhere else. I won't see it. It doesn't count. You need to be commenting on this particular video and you need to be subscribed to the channel. That's it. And then come Monday, that is the 14th, actually, yes. So on Monday the 14th, I will announce in that episode who the 2 winners are, and then you'll get to take the workshop. So you just need to be available for December 17th, Thursday, 7 p.m. If you're like, I just want to sign up for that workshop anyway, the link is in the description. So those are our 2 big exciting things. 100th episode, 2 workshop spots being given away. Yay! But today it's Friday, and what we're going to do today is kind of wrap up our week of shimmies. And I've talked a little about, I've talked about technique, I've talked about a little bit of usage. What I really want to do today is consider that this movement that we're doing when we shimmy, right, it can be used to build up, it can be used to break down. And even though it's the same exact motion, it's how you are mentally applying it. So for the second song, we're going to do a few little exercises. We're going to switch and think about how that feels and how we're going to accent that. All right, so let's get started with our warm-up. Deep breath. Exhale. Another deep breath. Exhale. Really deep breath. And exhale. Scoop up and over. Up. Side. Feet together, arms up. Opposite arm and hip, reach for the sky. And open. Shoulders. And reverse. About one at a time, one forward, one and the other. And reverse. And roll down to the hips. And quiet the shimmy and stretch. pushing side to side. Opening up. Sitting into it a little more, like a little side lunge here. Bring it back in. Stretch your backs. And up. Reaching up. Welcoming in air. Fire. Water. Earth. Above. Below. Within. And without. All right. So, movement, right? Some movements just feel like they cleanse and they push away while other movements gather. With a shimmy, this vibration, right? It can be used to build up, to increase, right? Like bubbling, right? When you think about boiling water, right? It starts with little tiny bubbles, tiny bubbles, my bubbles, bubbles coming up and up and up. You can bring it to the upper body and out, right? And the releases. So you get this sense of starting from the feet, thinking about those tiny, tiny bubbles building, going up to the knees, getting a little bigger, getting to the hips, getting a little bigger. Upper body, and out. It's one way to do it. You can also think about it as, so instead of boiling up, the idea that we're breaking things apart, that we're crumbling it. So from that, I tend to think a little bit more of building it down. So if we start in the shoulders at feeling gravity, and then dropping a little bit of a hammer, and then with the hips. And in this motion, you're thinking about that grounding aspect, that idea that maybe it's cracking the ground around you. Down to the feet. Dispersing. So, while the motion is the same, right? The mental impact, the visualization that you might be using, you're seeing, even if you have a problem with picturing in your head, you've seen water boiling, you've seen cracks in the earth, you've broken apart chunks of something, right? To release it. So, using that visualization, using that concept in your mind, seeing it however is comfortable for you, and applying it, that motion to your body, has a magical impact. So let's think again, starting from building. I'm going to put my weight on this leg here. This one is keeping balance. Let's think about boiling water. Little bubbles. Building. And the arms are helping to accent this idea of pulling, expanding, filling, raising that energy, right? Up. Pushing steam out, right? Again, from the foot all the way up the body. Compared to push, break, release, and thinking about it going down into the earth. So, a really fun thing to work with. And again, it's the same motion, it's the same technique, it's the same thing going on. But what we are mentally applying to it, whether we're blessing, increasing, exciting something, getting those particles moving together in a beneficial way, or breaking them down, dispersing them, sending them away, right? How we mentally apply that, and then how we might use our arms and the rest of our bodies to direct that energy. So I hope you enjoyed this. Remember, 2 opportunities, right? 2 folks are going to win spots in my Thursday, December 17th workshops during the Cauldrons if you comment below and are subscribed. Comment on this video. Okay, hope you have a wonderful, healthy weekend. I will see you next week.